Ronaldo Jr.'s a carbon copy of the GOAT. From goals to assists, skills and even celebrations, Jr.'s been trying to look like his dad for a long time now. So I decided to make a list of the 7 times Jr. copied Ronaldo. And wait till you see the time he took on his dad's biggest trademark. But first, Jr. copied his dad's OG skill move. Back in the day when he was just starting out, Ronaldo was a young kid full of tricks and skills that could leave any opponent eating dust. Heck, defenders were scared of facing him because he'd left some of the best defenders in the world pants down, like Ashley Cole, burned. Despite his skills, Ronaldo had some fans and even teammates saying all he did was dribble without any end product, but he didn't care, because anytime he was on the ball, he had people going nuts. While Ronaldo used a couple of skill moves over the years, there was one particular move that he loved the best, because anytime he tried to pull it off, it was a guaranteed crowd pleaser: the Ronaldo chop. He loved this one so much that he even broke his record with it on the biggest stage. So many chops, my man looked like he was literally cooking. Ronaldo's chops became his trademark move, and now years later, his son was out doing the same thing. See, Jr. had been trying to be like his dad ever since he decided to go pro, and now he was finally in boots and on the pitch. The first thing on his agenda was hitting the one skill move his dad had mastered over the years, the Ronaldo chop. And once he had this opponent in his sights, it was over. Brings a tear to my eye. It's like watching the younger version of Ronaldo. Once he hit this one, I knew Jr. was worth the hype. The kid's got the talent, and now his dad's skill move too, and apparently his predatory instincts as well. Ronaldo's the best goal scorer in the history of the game. Facts. He's got over 800 career goals, and has scored consecutively for the last 23 seasons. Damn, that's more goals scored than I've spent years on Earth. One of the things that has helped Ronaldo over the years is his ability to sniff out a goal like an attacker out of nothing. His positioning is top notch, and apparently Jr.'s decided to copy that too. In 2007, Ronaldo was repping Manchester United in a Champions League game versus Roma, and came into this one on a mission. At this point, Ronaldo's finishing ability had improved, shutting down his earlier critics who came at him for his lack of goals. He knew how to arrive in the box, stay inside, and pick his moments. And the Roma defense was about to find out firsthand. Ryan Giggs hit a dangerous cross into the box, picked out my homeboy at the far post, and the rest was history. Of course he scored, he's Ronaldo. To Jr. now, and I'm starting to think he must have stayed up at late nights watching goal comps of his dad down the years, and was trying to replicate his favourite ones. This time, Jr. was also playing for Manchester United, the youth team that is. And in this game versus Girona Zabat FC, Jr.'s skills were about to be on full display. His team won a free kick just outside the area, and while his teammate could have gone for goal, he looked up. Once he saw Jr. make the run out of the far post, it was just a question of picking him out. And boom! Same name, different face. The kid's a predator. Immediately after scoring this one, the comparisons between this goal and Ronaldo's strike against Roma were in full flow, and I bet they secretly couldn't help but admit it was the same thing. Still, some believe Jr.'s goal against his ops were a fluke. Crazy, right? Well, he heard it too, and the next time he copied one of his dad's goals, it was to shut his critics up. 2018, Ronaldo was the best player in the world. He was banging goals left, right and centre. In the Champions League, Ronaldo's Madrid team got drawn against Juve in the quarter-finals. Another opportunity for Ronaldo to show who's boss. See, Madrid had faced Juve in the Champions League final the year before, and after Ronaldo bagged a brace for this Juve team, it was about to get personal. They'd come up with a plan that involved getting Ronaldo out of the game, marking him on all fronts, but it's Ronaldo. That's virtually impossible. He scored the first one early on, but soon after that, the Juve defense started going hard on him. And right there, Ronaldo knew if he and his team were going to leave Turin with a win in this one, he'd have to come up with something special, something no one had ever seen before. And minutes later, he had the entire stadium struggling to believe what they'd just seen. Out of this world. I still get goosebumps just thinking about this one. For context, Ronaldo was 33 when he hit this one, man. 33! I'm 22 and can't even bend my back straight. Apparently, I wasn't the only one who couldn't stop thinking about how incredibly amazing this goal was. Jr. must have been trying to deep it too, which is why I bet he was willing to spend countless hours in the yard working on his bicycles, until the day he got the opportunity to show it in front of the whole football world. Real Madrid was facing Espanyol in the league, and just before the start of the game, kids of the players in the Madrid academy were allowed to train on the pitch before kickoff. And while for other kids this was a fun opportunity for them to play around and feel the burnabout turf, for Junior, this was his chance to show how good he'd gotten at perfecting his bicycle skill. So he got Ronaldo's teammate, Lucas Vasquez, to put him on the action with a cross, and as the ball came in, Junior left everyone stunned. Boom! Freaking golazo! Even his dad was impressed. The kid was on his way to becoming a star. Junior was 8 when he pulled this off, and right there it was obvious he'd developed way more than any of his age mates. And pretty obvious he was going to be his dad's heir too, especially after taking the one thing his dad had made his own over the years. When Cristiano Ronaldo first burst onto the scene, he wasn't quite the celebrity he is now. Back then, Ronaldo was just a teenage dribbler, always on the lookout for any opportunity to show his skills. That's what it was for him at Sporting Lisbon. But it all changed for Ronaldo in 2003, after impressing in a friendly game against Manchester United, where he owned the United defence. United's manager, Sir Alex Ferguson, was so convinced that Ronaldo was the next big thing in the game that right there he openly said he wasn't leaving Lisbon without getting Ronaldo an agreement to join Manchester United. But first, Sir Alex Ferguson needed to ask Ronaldo the ultimate question, just as a precautionary measure. Kid, have you subscribed to Mr. Football? As soon as Ronaldo said yes, it was a done deal. He joined United for a deal in the region of $23 million, and on his first day signing for the club, because he wanted to feel at home, Ronaldo decided to keep the same traditions he'd done at Sporting. So when it came to picking jersey numbers, he asked for the same one he'd worn at Sporting Lisbon, the 28. But Sir Alex had other ideas. You'll take the number 7 instead. Whoa, this one was huge. Before Ronaldo, only club legends like David Beckham, Eric Cantona, and George Best had worn the number 7. But Ronaldo decided he'd go with what his coach said, put on that jersey number, and the rest was history. He became so damn popular that he even turned it into a trademark, the CR7 brand. Fast forward to Junior now, and for him the idea was pretty much the same. He was all set on becoming like his dad. When Junior first joined the Real Madrid academy, he was lucky enough to get the 7 like his dad. Same thing at Juventus. But when his dad completed a sensational last day move back to United, Junior had to follow. Because the deal was last minute, almost all the jersey number options were gone, including the number 7. So he stuck with the 24 instead, until the start of 2022, when Ronaldo decided to leave United and head on to Al Nassr, taking Junior with him. And at his new club, Junior now had the luxury of picking any shirt number he wanted. But there was only one option he was ever gonna pick. This dynasty is gonna slap hard for years to come. The thing is, guys, I've got to run it back to when both Ronaldo and Junior were still at Juve, because right after shocking the world with the old lady, Junior did the same thing at youth levels, and together they became the most popular duo on the streets of Italy. The 2018-19 Champions League round of 16 first leg, and Ronaldo was centre stage. Now with Juve, he was back in the city of Madrid, just not his former home at Real this time. He was up against his former city rivals Atletico Madrid. Atleti had seen just how good Ronaldo was over the years. He'd knocked them out of 3 Champions Leagues with 2 hat-tricks in between. Sensational. This time though, they came up with a plan to stop Ronaldo, and it seemed like they perfected it too, because in the first leg, Atleti beat Juve 2-0, with Ronaldo blanking out and on the brink of elimination. But you see guys, certain things are guaranteed in life. Me taking $20 from my grandma every time she visits, and never counting Ronaldo out. In the second leg, Ronaldo put in a masterclass performance to take Atleti from 2 goals down to this, a hat-trick. Incredible. That night was historic both for Ronaldo and his family. Junior was in attendance too, and after seeing firsthand the clutch performance his dad had pulled off, he was hell-bent on getting his match ball for Juve too. And in the coming weeks, he started ripping goals into all angles, and soon enough, he struck goals. The kid's got his own match ball too. Damn, looking at this one again, Atleti fans must really hate Ronaldo, and Junior must have known this too. See, Junior went into the archives again, this time taking in one of his dad's spectacular goals against Atleti in 2017. And you know the drill, he decided to copy it too. Ronaldo was still repping Real Madrid here when they faced Atletico Madrid in the semi-finals of the Champions League, and this one was as straightforward as it could be. 2 legs in the Madrid derby, and the winner of this one was going straight to the Champions League final, all set to be a classic. But you see guys, Ronaldo wasn't prepared to wait until until the second leg before he made sure Madrid had a clear advantage and could almost see the final. He wanted to end it there and then. So in the first leg, my man bagged a hat-trick to trash Atletico 3-0. And this wasn't even the major highlight. Out of Ronaldo's goals that evening, the pick of the bunch was a missile that he shot into top bins. He put it down the middle and still Oblak couldn't touch it. Ronaldo almost took Oblak's arm out. Crazy goal and inspiring too, because Junior must have had the notebook out and was about to copy it. In Junior's case, it was now at the United youth team and he was making steady waves every week. The comparisons between him and his dad were insane. They didn't just play alike now. Some say Junior was like watching Ronaldo just 25 years younger, and I couldn't argue with that. In this particular match, Junior revived the ball and was through on goal, and I can't lie, from this angle, I'm smashing it as hard as I can, and I don't really care wherever it ends up. But for Junior, just before he hit this one, he had a flashback to his dad's stunner against Atleti years back, and knowing it was from the same angle, the kid understood the assignment and knew what he had to do. Amazing! Hey, I'm calling dibs on getting EAFC Ultimate Team exclusives on Junior, because with goals like this, the kid is the future. Hang on a minute. Aha! I knew there was something else familiar about the goal. The celebration. I've seen it before. Junior's copied the biggest thing out of his dad's playbook. The Sue. That's Ronaldo's most iconic celebration, and arguably the greatest in the history of the game. In 2014, Ronaldo was playing for Madrid in a preseason game versus Chelsea, coming into this one with beef too. His former manager, Jose Mourinho, had taken a dig at him, saying the Brazilian Ronaldo was better than him. What did you mean, Jose? Ronaldo's a fake. The ticking time bomb about to explode. Now Ronaldo heard this, but because of how good he is, instead of clapping back to Jose, he decided to let his feet do the talking, because he knew he was going to face them weeks later. And as soon as the ref hit the whistle, Ronaldo took no prisoners. Not only did he get his revenge on Jose with this stunning free kick, but his second goal, a bullet header past the goalie, saw the birth of something special. For the first time, Ronaldo hit the Sue and everyone loved it. Immediately after that, the Sue became a trademark for Ronaldo. Every time he scored, he hit, and it became so crazy that he'd even got mega crowds doing it with him too. Sue! Just hope Speed learns to pronounce it right though. Junior now, and like the carbon copy of his dad that he is, every time he scores, he hits the same move just like his dad did. The Sue. Two Ronaldos on the same goal celebration. The future is in safe hands. Hopefully Junior lives up to the hype tag of being his dad's heir, and I bet he himself knows he'd got a long way to go before he can start breaking the type of records his dad's done over the years. And to do that, he's got to stay focused and avoid the distractions too, which includes the secret girlfriend he's been trying to hide from his dad and the public. Yep, Junior's got a secret woman he doesn't want anyone else to know about. Anyone except me, that is. Sorry, Junior, but these dudes are in Mr. Football action, so I can't hide it from them. And it's all in the next video. The truth about Junior's mystery woman.